Welcome back, students. This is Dr. Mercado once again. This is course orientation part 2, which is going to deal with the Blackboard layout. Now, this lecture applies to all of my classes regardless of the system that we're using, whether you're using SimNet or Cengage. This lecture applies to you because all of you are going to be using Blackboard. That is the place where you're going to be going to locate all of the content, all of the information, the assignments, everything. Okay, so this lecture is not going to be specific to a course. This is a general lecture. Okay, I am just going to show you and guide you as to how you can find the information that you need embedded within your course. All of my courses are structured this exact same way. Okay, so if I show you in one, the setup will be the same in all of my courses across the board. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump over. Let me exit PowerPoint. And let me jump over to our internet. Okay, so how do we access Blackboard? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the South Texas College website. Okay, and then you should have been provided when you registered your username and password. You're going to be needing that so you can log in. On the top right hand corner, there's a button that says Blackboard. We're going to select that button. Okay. You're going to enter your username and your password, and then you're going to sign in. Now, my view can be slightly different than your view because I am the instructor, but overall you should be able to see the same information as I do. Okay, so when you log in, you're going to be receiving this welcome announcements. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my courses because I do want to see the list of my courses that I have. So what you see are the courses that I'm going to be teaching. On your end, you're going to be seeing the courses that you're taking. Okay, so that's the only difference. I'm the instructor, so I'll have all of my classes listed. You're the student, you'll have all of your classes listed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to my courses. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select. Usually when you go in there, it's going to default to the current term, but because I am an instructor and I have so many things going on, I will be selecting the fall 2023 term, and that's going to give me a list of all of my classes. So you shouldn't have to do that step. That will automatically populate for you. You'll see all of your fall 2023 classes when you log in. Okay, so these are all of the courses that I will be teaching. Okay, now you are going to go through your list of courses that you have on your end, and you're going to locate my class, whatever class it is that you're taking with me. Okay, you're going to locate it, and then we're going to open it. Okay, so like I said, regardless of the class that you are taking, you're going to go ahead and you're going to find my class in the list of classes, and you're going to click on it. Okay, I'm just going to select one class, for example, here. I'm going to select my Principles of Financial Accounting VO1. If it has a V on it, it means it's an online class. If it starts with a P, it means it's a face-to-face class. Okay, so this is an online class. But regardless if it's an online class or a face-to-face class or a hybrid class, it does not matter. All of my classes are identical. They are all set up the same way. Okay, so when you log in, you're going to have, the first thing that you're going to have is your Pronto instant messenger app. I recommend that you download it. I have it on my phone. That way, I'm not in front of my computer all day. I do have it on my phone. That way, if I have time in between classes or during my lunch break, I can check any of the students' messages and be able to respond promptly. Okay, but that's a good way to communicate either with me or with your classmates. Okay, you can send a private message to me, or you can send a general message to your classes. Okay, and I'm not going to select that right now because it's not active. I am recording this lecture before the semester begins, so that will not be going live until the first day of class. Okay, so I won't confuse you there. Just know that that button's available. You click on it and you'll have that option available. Okay, now the first thing that we have is a Start Here tab. And I know I've been a student. I want to get to work. Okay, yes, getting to work is important, but also it is very important to get to know the content, the information of the course before we begin working on your assignments. A lot of questions are going to be answered through here. So if we select it, okay, we open up this little icon, the little arrow, it's going to open up a whole bunch of information that you have. The first thing you have is your welcome. Okay, if you go over it, okay, you're going to have information about the class, as well as you have a picture of me. That way, if you all don't know what I look like, this is what I look like. Okay, my office is at the Pecan campus, second floor, building J. Okay, I've got my office phone. I've got my mobile number for an emergency only. Okay, now in the past, I have instances where students are calling me at 11, 12 at night. Okay, I also sleep, so unless it's an emergency, do not call me. Okay, I prefer you either send me a Blackboard message, an email, or a pronto message. Okay, this is only for emergencies, but I do provide you with my mobile number. Okay, I've got my email information and my office hours. Okay, I'm going to be having office hours Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, so you can locate me those 3 days at the Pecan campus. If you are out of state, out of region, you really can't go see me in my office, you can always schedule a Zoom session, a team session, and we can do like a live call or just a regular phone call, whatever works for you. Okay, but those are the hours I will be in my office. Those will be the only time I am in my office. Okay, so that's the only time that you will be able to locate me there. Okay, so if you want to call my office, this is the telephone for my office. I will only be picking up my phone if you call me within those established time frames. Okay. Out of that, I'm either teaching in class or I work a lot remote from home. I'm in meetings. I'm in different events. I'm running across the campus doing different multiple things. Okay. So I'm not always in my office, but for sure you'll find me in my office during Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays from 9 to 10 a.m. Wednesdays from 10 to 12, and Thursdays from 12 to 2. So I'm available in my office for 5 hours a week. Okay. Then you have general information about the course, when it starts, when it's end, and then you've got your orientation lectures. There's 3 of them. They're all there. Okay. So this is just an overview. This is where you can locate my information. That will also be available to you in the syllabus. Okay. Then you have essential course information. This is specific to each of the courses. Please read over the information. It basically provides you with the program learning outcomes and the course learning outcomes. What are we going to learn in each of the specific courses? You'll find that there. Okay, we have objectives to meet. If there are any prerequisites, I've provided you the information. I've got textbook information, the textbook that we're going to be using, and just netiquette information, how to be able to communicate with myself or with students online via email or messages. Always be respectful towards each other. We're adults, so just be courteous of each other. Okay, so read over all of this information. I am not going to go over it with you because it is not specific to all of my classes. This is specific to my students that are taking Principles of Financial Accounting. This is what applies to Principles of Financial Accounting. Okay, just know that the information is there. So your responsibility is to go through each of these items and go over the information. Okay, I have also included the course syllabus. Now, for the course syllabus, I advise that you print it out. Okay, have it handy with you at all times. Okay. Now the syllabus is going to be different for each class, okay? But the structure is the same, okay? I'm going to quickly go over the syllabus, just the layout of the syllabus. That way you can see how it looks like. And if after you review your course syllabus you have any questions, always feel free to contact me, okay? You'll find the chair information, my contact information, my office hours, course information, what are we going to be learning in the class, what's the description of the course, any prerequisites, our program learning outcomes, our course learning outcomes. Okay. The textbook information. Okay. If you are taking an online class, it is the student's responsibility to have the technology to be able to complete the assignments. That includes a reliable computer or electronic device and internet services. Okay, not having the appropriate equipment or devices that's ultimately your responsibility. Okay, so make sure that you meet all of the different criterias. You will be needing a computer with reliable internet access, speakers or a headset, and a microphone. Okay, a calculator, that can be your phone calculator, a regular 10-key calculator, nothing fancy. All we're going to be doing is adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying. Very basic math. Okay. And a flash drive, that way you can save information. I know a lot of students save information on their Google Drive. That is fine as long as you have a place where you save your information. I don't want you losing it, okay? Then we're going to go over to the grading, okay? Now the grading categories are going to vary by class depending on the types of assignments, okay? In this particular class, anybody taking my financial accounting, we're going to have test, homework, quizzes, a comprehensive accounting cycle problem, and a group research assignment, okay? And everything is outlined. For all of my classes, okay, this applies to everyone. I grade on a 1,000 point scale system, okay? So, depending on the number of points that you accumulate during the semester is the final grade you're going to get. So, if you get between 0 to 599 points, you're going to get an F. 600 to 699 points, you'll get a D. 700 to 799 points, you'll get a C. 800 to 899 points, you'll get a B. And then anything over 900 points, you'll get an A. Okay? Now, I do not curve. You get the grade that you earn. Okay? I do provide some extra credit opportunities during the semester. It is on you if you want to complete them. But do not come to me at the end of the term, Miss, I'm failing. What can I do? At that point, there is nothing you can do. Okay? Extra credit assignments are given to all of my students. I treat all of my students the same exact way. Nobody's going to get more opportunities to earn points than others. Okay? All of my assignments are equivalent to all of my students. Okay? All of my students have 2 tries to complete their assignments. Okay? I always keep the highest grade. Okay? So when a student comes to me and says, Miss, I'm failing your class, what can I do? Well, you can start by completing the second attempt on your homework. I see that you're failing your homework, you're getting 30s, and you're not even trying that second time. Okay? So you can, begin by, you know what? The professor is giving me 2 tries. I did really bad on the first one. Let me go ahead and practice, do a little bit more reading, and then let me give it a second try. Okay? In accounting, you do not learn by me talking for hours. Okay? First of all, you're going to get bored. Okay? You're going to get distracted. Okay? You will not learn by just listening to people speak. In accounting, this is a very hands-on course. You learn by doing it. Okay? The more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. Okay? So practice makes perfect. If you are given 2 tries, take advantage of those 2 tries to get the highest number of points possible. Okay? So there's no extensions on any of your assignments. This applies to all of my students. There are no extensions. There's no makeup of missed assignments. You have to meet deadlines. For the majority of my assignments, they are open from Monday through Sunday. Okay, and on Sunday they close at 11 p.m. Okay, so you have 7 days on a normal week to complete your assignments. There will be situations, especially when there are exams, that you will not get all week to do them. You're only going to get 2 or 3 days to do them. Okay, so be on the lookout for those exceptions to the rule where it's not open 7 days. And everything is noted on the syllabus. Okay. If you have any type of an emergency that's going to prevent you from meeting your deadline, you communicate with me. Okay, and then I will work one-on-one with you to try to figure out the best possible way to get you back on track. Okay, this is for emergencies only. Okay, if you're sick, you have a child that is sick, you had to go out to a work conference or whatever the case might be. Okay, for my online students, attendance is based on participation, you logging into Blackboard. I recommend you log into Blackboard at least 3 times a week. That way you monitor any messages or announcements I post. And of course, completing all of your assignments. For my traditional students or my hybrid students, attendance is taken in class. You do have to come to class. Okay. That is where I'm going to be providing you with the necessary information so you can be able to take notes, complete your assignments, so on and so forth. Okay, so my online students, my participation or my attendance is based on actual participation in your assignments. For my traditional or my hybrid courses, you are responsible to attend class. If for whatever reason you need to withdraw from the course, that is the student's responsibility. Students need to complete the withdrawal process. I do not drop students. Okay. So you're going to read over the syllabus. There's a lot of information. If you have any form of disability, anything of that nature, please make sure that you contact the corresponding departments. That way they can contact us with the necessary accommodations. Okay. Then we have the course structure. Everything is based on a weekly schedule. Okay. Depending on the course that you're taking, you'll see that reading always needs to happen first. Okay, reading is very important. So that's the first thing that you should do. You read the assigned chapter and then you begin working on your assignments. In Cengage, you have 2 tries and I keep the highest grade. For your quizzes, depending on the class that you are in, some quizzes you get 30 minutes, other quizzes you get 60 minutes. Everything will be noted on the specific course. In this class, for my financial accounting, you have 60 minutes for your quiz. It's outlined here, 60 minutes for each attempt. Okay. For the quizzes, they are timed. The homework is not timed for any of my classes. You can take as long as you want doing your homework. Okay. And I will go over that a little bit more in detail when we're covering the actual Cengage assignments. Okay. That would be on my 3rd orientation videos. So just make sure that you read the information. It basically outlines all of the different types of assignments that we're going to have, the group project, all of that information. Okay. This is just some general question and answers, some common questions students get. I am available to my students Monday through Friday. Okay, if you have questions or concerns, please message me through Blackboard, through Pronto, through email, whatever works for you. Monday through Friday. The weekend, I do not respond. I respond the following business days, which would be Monday. Okay, so just take note of that. That way you can work on your assignments during the week and get out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Okay. So just make sure that you read over all of this information. And then we get to the fun part of the syllabus. Now, from day number 1, you are provided with the syllabus and you are provided with the schedule that shows you exactly what we're going to be doing every week. Okay, so we have a weekly schedule. Okay, it tells you what we're going to be doing, the activities that we're going to be doing, and the assignments and the due dates. Okay, so there is no excuse that you do not know when things are due, because it is outlined in your syllabus. Okay, so you have 4 assignments for this specific class. Everything is due September the 3rd. Okay, week 2, we're going to go to week 2. This is where we're going to be covering. We have a holiday on Monday. Because it's a holiday on Monday, I don't work. So we'll be back on Tuesday, and then you have the rest of the week to work on your assignments. Okay, the assignments are open on Monday, so you can begin working on them if you want on on Monday. So make sure even though we do have a holiday, the actual assignments will open on a Monday. Okay, but every week you'll have this information here. So you simply just go to your syllabus. Okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I've got a homework and a quiz and it's due on Sunday. Good. Okay, put it in your calendar. That way you know that it's due. You get reminders. Hey, I've got my principles of financial accounting. I need homework and quiz and they're due on Sunday at 11 p.m. And get it done. Okay, so this is available to you week by week. Okay, and then at the end I provide you with a grading point system. Okay, by week. Okay, so like I said, we have a 1,000 point scale system. It gives you by week how many points you can earn. Okay, so it basically summarizes how the different 1,000 points are distributed by week and by assignment category. Okay, so the syllabus is available. Let me close this out. The syllabus is available for all of the classes. That was my Principles of Financial Accounting class. Let me go ahead and let me open my Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. This is a traditional class. Okay, so what we were looking at right now was an online class. Now I'm going to be looking at a face-to-face class. This is Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. If you notice, the setup is identical. Nothing changes. Okay. If we go to the start here, you're going to be able to locate the syllabus right here. The information is there. It's just different information because this is a different class. Okay. So the syllabus is going to be available and then you just simply go over the information. Like I said, this is payroll accounting. face-to-face, we meet Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 3:45 p.m. All of the information relevant to this course will be located here. The program learning outcomes, course learning outcomes, textbook information. All of the information is available in the same manner. And then at the end, you'll have your weekly schedule of what is going to be completed every week. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that regardless of the class that you're taking, the syllabus will have all of the relevant information that applies to your course. Okay. Okay, so let me go back to my Principles of Financial Accounting course. This is an online class. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, after you review your syllabus, we've got technical support in case you need to contact Blackboard. You've got all of the necessary links and information here for our distance education department. If you are having issues logging into Blackboard, I cannot help you. Okay, I am just the instructor. If you are having technical issues with Blackboard, you need to contact the Distance Learning Help Desk. Okay, so all of this information is here. There's a lot of wealth of information, videos, stuff like that will be helpful to you. Please go over this information. Okay, then we've got college resources and services. This basically provides you a summary of the different resources, admissions, academic advising, anything. You'll find their contact information and the link to the website, okay? This is also available just to make your life a little bit easier. And then you've got privacy and accessibility statements. That is also made available in case you have different accessibility requirements. Everything is here, okay? So all of these 3 tabs are basically having to deal with technology, just different things about Blackboard, okay? Not so much about my course, but these are just resources, general resources that are made available to you by distance learning, okay? Once you go over all of the information under the start here, which is go over the welcome announcement, listen to the 3 orientation videos, review the essential course information, read over and print your syllabus, and look over all of the other resources, we can now begin. Okay, you're gonna have a link here that says Cengage assignments and links. Okay, this is gonna provide you with, the first link is gonna provide you with access to the actual course in Cengage, which is outside of Blackboard. Okay, now just know that these are available. Anytime you click on this link, it'll take you out of Blackboard, and it's going to take you to Cengage. Okay, I am not going to cover that right now because we are going to have video 3 that basically covers Cengage, but I just want you to show you how easy it is. You click a link in Blackboard, and then voila, you're going to be redirected to Cengage. So there is really nothing that you need to do. You don't have to log in anywhere else but just Blackboard. Okay, you just click a link and it'll take you there. Okay, and we'll cover this more in detail in the 3rd video. Now, my course is structured in weekly modules: week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, so all you need to know is what week are we in. Okay, you cannot get ahead in my class. If we are covering week 1, that is all you're going to have access to. The assignments for week 2 will not be made available till the following week. Okay, you can see the videos, you can see other resources, the PowerPoint, stuff of that. If you want to get ahead there, then yes, you can do it. But the actual assignments will not be available until week 2. Okay, so if we are going to be starting with week number 1, we're going to go ahead and we're going to click the down arrow, and it's going to open it up for you. Okay, the first thing we have is the overview. Okay, please click on this. I've had so many students, Miss, where are your videos? The videos are every week on that first box or that first folder. That is where you're going to locate the videos. Okay, if you click on it, it's going to open a new window. I usually like to start off with the quote for the week. Okay, every week I introduce a new quote. It's important that we stay motivated. Sometimes we feel, we're not doing so well, or why am I doing this? Please stay motivated. This is your education and you're going to have it forever. Nobody will ever be able to take it away from you. Okay, so put all of your love and effort into it. Okay, So I'm going to start off with the chapter overview. What does the chapter cover? Okay, a short overview. The chapter objectives. What are we going to learn in this chapter? Okay, then you have your to-do list. What do I need to do? The first thing is read. Okay, you're going to read the chapter. And then I have PowerPoints provided. You can download the file right there. And then I list all of the assignments that you need to complete. In this case, you have a syllabus quiz, Cengage tutorial, chapter 1 homework, and chapter 1 quiz. And you can complete the assignments in any order that you want, okay, as long as they all get done. And then I tell you that all of the week 1 assignments are due on September the 3rd at 11 p.m. Then at the very bottom, I've included 2 lectures, okay? And I select some of the problems that I think are more challenging, and I create lectures, in-depth lectures. So some of these videos are going to be a little bit long, okay? But you can always pause them and resume them later. And based on the feedback that I've received from my students, they really enjoy them because they actually, help them better understand some of the content, okay? But watching my videos does not supplement you reading. You still need to read the entire chapter, okay? So you go over all of this information, okay? Once you are done, then we're going to go ahead and go back. And you can begin working on your assignments, okay? So week 1, there is a syllabus course orientation quiz for all of my classes. The reason I have that quiz there is for attendance. We have to record the first week attendance by students actually completing a task. Okay, this quiz should take you maybe 5 minutes to do, 5 minutes or less. So please make sure that everybody completes the syllabus course orientation quiz. You click on it and it's going to take you to the quiz in Blackboard. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. Okay. And then you're going to do the reading. Reading happens first. You read the chapter and then you begin working on your assignments. You will click on the link and it will take you to the assignment. Okay. And I will cover that in the 3rd video for those students that are taking Cengage. If you are taking a class with SimNet, the same thing will apply. You will have links for the assignments. You just click on the link and it's going to take you to SimNet to where you're going to complete the assignment. Okay, so there is no need for you to stress out, where do I go? You just go to week 1 and you start clicking the links. The first thing you do is go over the overview and then start working on, reading and then completing your assignments. Okay, everything is provided every week for you. Okay, and every week is the same. You go over the module overview. What are we going to learn week number 2? This is where we're going to work on. We're going to work on chapter 2, the objectives, the PowerPoints. We're going to have a homework and a quiz due September the 10th. And then I've got 3 videos here. Okay. So please take advantage of all of the resources provided. You've got your PowerPoints, you've got your videos, you've got your reading of the assignments. If you click here, it'll take you to the ebook where you can read chapter 2. And then you complete your quiz and your homework. Okay? And this applies to all of my classes. Let me do Introduction to Accounting 1. This is a hybrid course, and this is just to show you it does not matter the modality of my courses. They're all structured the same. So week number 1, you're going to have your overview, your syllabus, course orientation quiz, and then you've got your assignments down here. Links to them. You just click on them and it takes you there. Okay. So it doesn't matter what class you're taking. Everything is included the same exact way. If you look over the module, you'll have the quote for the week. You'll have an overview of the chapter, the learning objectives, what you have to do, the assignments, the PowerPoints, and then the lecture at the bottom. Okay. So the layout is very easy. Week by week, everything is provided to you. Okay. So I've gone over the main structure of the class, which is the modules. Every week you'll have a module. Okay, now let me cover a little bit of the other available items that you have. Of course, I have more because let me see if I can change to student preview. Let me see if that will work. Okay. Let me see what happens. Give me a minute here. And of course, the semester has not started, so maybe you won't be able to see some of the things, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is how it should look according to the student preview. Okay. Okay. So it should look the same way. Everything that I've showed you is available. Okay. Week 1, and then you've got everything here. Okay. So that is how you should see it. Okay. Week 3, everything is there. Okay. So at the top, you're going to have the content, which is what you have here. You have a calendar. I don't put anything on the calendar. That's on you if you want to put anything on your calendar. For the announcements, I will be posting announcements. Okay. Make sure that you do read announcements. Okay. And I am needing to go back now that I'm looking at this and delete all of my old announcements from my other courses because I copied them. Okay. But regardless, make sure that you check your announcements. Okay. Discussions, if there are any discussions, you're going to have a discussion. I do not have any discussions for my class. Okay. I don't do discussions. So you don't have to worry about discussions. Just know that the link is there. Then you have your grade book. You're going to have your grade book, and as you start completing your assignments, the grades are going to start populating, and then your grade is going to be up here. Okay, so once you start working, the reading is not for a grade, but your assignments down here are. Okay, so it basically will tell you all of the assignments that need to be completed. Okay, if you need to send a message, this is where you send the messages. Okay, you can send a message to myself, or you can send a message to some classmates. Okay, you're gonna do new message. Okay, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna select who you're gonna message. You can message the instructor, or you can message students in the class. Okay, there's more students, you click on them and it'll expand it. Okay, so you're gonna enter the students information here. You're gonna send a message to me, and then you type your message. Okay, and then you just click the send button down here. Okay, so this is the preferred method of communicating with me. That way I know who you are, what class you're in, and all of the information is retained within the actual course. Okay, if you do not use this method of communicating with me, you use either email or Pronto, please make sure that you let me know what class you're in. Okay, I am teaching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm teaching 8 classes. I'm going to have over 250 students. Okay, I cannot recall where you're from. Okay, so tell me, hi, Dr. Mercado. I am Luis Rodriguez from your payroll and accounting class online. Okay, now I know that you're Luis, or you're Pedro, or you're Maria, and you're from my payroll, or you're from my introduction to accounting, or you're from my computerized accounting class. Okay, I've located you. That way, I'm over here thinking, well, I wonder what class he's in. And then the message just reads, I have a question. Okay, but that's it. Give me your question. What's your concern? Give me details. Okay, if you're working on a problem, show me the problem, send me a screenshot. That way I can look at it and be able to help you. Okay, so be as descriptive as possible when communicating with me. That way I can be able to respond timely and efficiently and effectively back to you. Okay. Okay, so let me exit the preview. So just make sure that you review the information. I post weekly announcements. Okay, and I'll go in there and I'm going to clear all of this out, and I'll post new announcements for you. But I do, like, if you see here, I post a lot of announcements, and the reason I post my announcements is so I can be able to communicate with my students about important information. Okay, so please make sure that you monitor. When a new announcement is posted, you will see like a little alert or message that I've posted an announcement. Please go in there and read it. Okay, so I am going to clean this out now that I'm looking at it, and I'm going to clean it all out, delete everything, and start fresh for my fall semester. So I post usually I post one announcement a week on Mondays. But if something is happening like a test or anything of that nature, I will post a reminder. Okay. Or if something comes up, I'll post it there. Or if I am sick and I cannot make it to class, I'll post an announcement, class is canceled. Or if grades, for example, a test happens, and then what I like to do is I like to inform the class, okay, test number 1 closed, and this is how you all performed as a class. The percentages of students that got an A, a B, a C, or a D, or an F. Okay, so I keep you all informed. This is what I use a lot, announcements. As you can see from my other semesters, I post quite a bit of announcements. Okay, so be on the lookout for the announcements. The grade book that will be populating. Make sure that you just keep up with that. As you're completing your assignments in Cengage or SIPNet, the grades are going to automatically flow in to Blackboard. So this is the grade book that you're going to be looking at that's going to show your actual grade. Okay, not the grade book in Cengage or SIPNet, but your Blackboard grade book is the final grade book that is used. Okay, and then the messages. Okay, so I hope that this provides you an overview of how my class is structured in Blackboard. Okay, I don't want you being lost as to where do I see the videos, where do I get the links to the assignments. I hope that this illustrates or helps you understand where is it that I need to go to locate my information, and everything will be in your modules for that week. Okay, always start off with the first one and work yourself down. Okay, so that is basically it. Now in the third and final video, I will be covering, I will have 2 separate videos. One of them is going to cover Cengage. So if you are taking, let me go back and see. If you are taking Principles of Financial Accounting, Introduction to Accounting, or Payroll, you will be using Cengage. Okay, any of those, Principles of Financial Accounting, Introduction to Accounting, or Payroll and Business Tax Accounting, you will be using Cengage. If you are taking computerized accounting applications, you will be using SIPNet. So I will have 2 separate videos. If you are in the Cengage class, you will have the Cengage video. If you are in the SIPNet class, you will have the SIPNet video for that third and final video. And in that third and final video, I am going to actually show you how to register for the software that we're going to be using, how to use it, how to navigate it. Okay, so please make sure that you go to that final video, watch it. That way you can have a general understanding of what is it that you need to do to get started in the course and begin working on your assignments. Okay, so I want to thank you all for your time, and until next time, please make sure that you proceed to watching part 3 course orientation. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.